Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Off the Hook with AJ. Today's a special episode. I got my brother, I got my family, 600 in the building. As you see him right there on your screen, we're going to talk about the REBIRTH album, my album that just dropped. For those who don't know, 600 is actually on my album, the song called Family. Yeah. And man, me and 600, man, we've been rocking with each other for damn near over 10 years, man. Over 10 years, over a decade. So everybody, welcome in my boy, my brother, my fam, 600. How you doing, bro?
What's up with it, bro? What's going on? What's good?
Man, just chilling, man. We've been talking about this for a while, man, on doing a podcast together. It's kind of like the same thing as far as me and you talking for a minute years ago on getting on songs together, and then eventually it happened.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Like long story short, like what a lot of people don't know is that me and you've been locked in for like 12 years or something like that.
Yeah, for real, man. Hey, so what are you drinking on, man? What you smoking on, bro?
Man, I'm smoking on some strain called AJAY.
Okay, Day.
We smoking AJAY packs.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So let me ask you, man. So for those of y'all that don't know, he's from the Richmond, California.
Yeah.
Bay Area. For those who don't know, I'm from Sacramento, you know, and I stay in SoCal, but you know, my roots are up north. And let them know about you, man. Introduce yourself, bro.
Well, as you said, man, my name is 600. I go by the rap name 600. Interesting fact that y'all should know is that I spelled it Vioo because there's a lot of 600 rappers out there, so I wanted to be different, you know, and that's like with everything with me, from my style to the way I rap to my name. I just want to be different from everybody. I want to stay away from like what everybody's doing because, you know, it's a lot of the same thing, you know, the same sound going on. So I spelled it Vioo. VI being 6 and OO being, you know, the zeros. So
yeah, a lot of people have actually asked me, like, hey, they always say like VO. They say, oh, VO. Nah, it's actually 600. Like,
yeah, it's funny because my rap name 600, it's like a double entendre. It's like my rap name is Vioo. Well, 600. And my clothing, I actually got a clothing brand called Vioo. It's spelled the same way, VIOO.
And I'm gonna let y'all know right now, man, that clothing line is hot. It is saucy. It is saucy, and I can't wait to you know, get a shirt, a hat, whatever you got, man. You gotta send it my way, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug you in, boy. You already know.
So let's get into this album, man. And then we're also going to talk about, so the topics that we're going to talk about on this podcast is my album, The REBIRTH, that 600 is a part of. We also are going to talk about the album that me and him got coming out called GUNZ and ROSEZ. And we got also his project that's coming out, and then his podcast that's coming out too. So let's talk about the album, man. What's the songs that really stood out to you, man? I know you mentioned to me, obviously, the Family one that me and you did. But you actually I turned you into a country fan.
Yeah. My favorite track on the album is The New Me. And the reason why I like that song is because I'm down around like gum on the ground, you feel me, all over the place, different states and shit like that. And I'll be in a lot of like bars and casinos and shit like that. So I grew to like country because like the bars that I go to and the club, the casinos I go to, they have like karaoke. And a lot of people, they do like country songs and R&B songs and stuff like that. And I kind of grew to like liking it. And then like from the message like you was sending on that album, it just kind of like felt like I felt it because it's like something that I think about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, drinking and shit like that. So it's a good song. Like it's I think a lot of the listeners will feel it if they live that lifestyle.
Right.
Like if they're not already country lovers, they gonna love this one because it touches, like, you know, people can relate to it.
Well, that was the, you know, the route that I really wanted to go with this album. I kind of wanted to let everybody know my my versatility, and just let everybody know that I could do everything. Like I could rap, you know, I could sing, I can do country, I could do all sorts of things, you know what I mean? And I remember going back to like when me and you, when we first started chopping it up, I always remember you always saying like, hey, AJ, man, you got them vocals, you got, you know, you got those skills and stuff like that. And I'm very grateful that fast forward, me and you got together and we started really working on these records together, man.
Yeah, it was crazy because like what a lot of the people don't know, like we've been locked in for like 12 years, but we recently just met, like maybe like in person, like what is it, like 2 years now?
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, so 2 years now. So we was like the way I found out about you was, like I said, I'm down and around like gum on the ground, living all over the place.
Right.
I actually had family that lived in Lake LA.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
from Palmdale, deep in the desert and shit. So I was living out there for maybe like 6 months, 8 months, and I was just on the internet just searching up people around the area and shit, and I came across you. So when I heard your style and your sound, I was like, damn, he sound like he gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really like say that about a lot of people. Like I know there's a lot of artists out there, and I see a lot of them, but it was just something about your voice that caught my attention. That, you know what I'm saying? Like you're an up and coming artist, but you sound like on that professional level.
Hey, that means a lot to me, man, for real, especially coming from you, man. Like,
yeah.
And then once I started hearing your sound, man, like when you came through my house, I still remember when you came to my studio, and you know, we were vibing, we were chilling, you know, we had some drink, we were just vibing. We cut like what, like 2 records? I think we cut like 2 records that night. And man, it's been history since, bro. Like straight up. And that's why
Man, that was like magic. Yeah.
Straight up.
It was like magic.
I've been in the studio with a lot. I've been in the studio with a lot of people. And there's only been maybe less than a handful of people that I've really connected with inside the studio, man. And you're one of them. You're actually like the top, where it just flowed, you know, organically, bro. Like,
yeah, for real.
So I think it has to do too with me and you being from up north, and you know, us being Latin, and just, you know, we had that camaraderie, we had that vibe already. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Like the Northern Cali is a different style, a different sound. Like Southern California, Northern California got the same. I mean, not the same, but different sounds. But it's like they're both good in their own ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of LA artists and a lot of people from LA, you know, they kind of wanted to hear a new sound instead of just staying inside of LA. And pretty much their next door neighbor, you feel me, who other than Northern Cali that they embraced, you know what I'm saying? So they feel our style. A lot of people don't, and that's cool. You know, people have, you know, they're entitled to their own opinions and stuff of what they like.
Right.
But I think the people that kind of venture out to those new sounds, those are the people that really embraced our style and our sound. Because you hear a lot of artists out there that kind of blew up off, like, you know, they saying like Mozzie was their favorite artist, or, you know, Oakland, California, artists out of the Bay, Oakland, California, and all that. So like we're a big influence on some of the hot artists in LA right now.
So let me ask you a question. Who are your influences growing up? Like who are the artists that you listen to that inspired you to get in the booth?
To keep it real, the streets. I never really had a famous artist. Yeah, like I wasn't. It's crazy because I really wasn't into music growing up. I didn't care. I didn't really care about it. Like, yeah, I heard like people like E40, like he was cool. I grew up off E40, SIBO, Spice One, RBL Posse, Messy Marv, one of the legends of the Bay. You feel me? That's still one of my favorite artists of till this day.
You know what? 600 actually has compared me to him, saying that I do sound like Messy Marv.
Yeah, he sound like Mess, bro. Like, if you know, you know what I'm saying? So if you hear, like, if you don't know who Messy Marv is, go check him out, man. He's a talented artist from San Francisco, California, Fillmore to be exact. And
Eddie Street.
Yeah, Eddie Black. Yeah. So like go listen to his music if you don't know, and then go and listen to AJAY's on his rap tip. And you're gonna be like, damn, there are similarities, man. Like the way you spit, the way you sound, like that grimy, like
that heartfelt shit, like
yeah, heartfelt shit, man. And that's why, getting back to what you asked me, who my favorite artist was, I really didn't have a favorite artist, and nobody really influenced me to get into music. Who actually influenced me to get into music was, I had just got out of doing a stretch in the pen.
Okay.
So I got out, you feel me, and I was just kind of just tapping in with people. And my boy actually from the same area I'm from, he had a studio and he had his own group called the Flatline ENT. Okay. So he put me on. He was just like, oh, let me hear you, what you sound like. So I just kind of just started spitting, and it was kind of like, I don't mean to boast myself, but like a lot of people say I sound like on a superstar status.
Hell yeah, you do. Come on, man. Hey, you do though, bro.
Yeah, so I guess, like, long story short, we had a fallout because, in my opinion, I had more views and people was feeling my music more than him, and he was in the game for longer. So, you know, all in the game, the streets, the rap game, you know, it's more Chiefs than Indians. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just want to be in that spot and get the spotlight and be the number one. And they've been doing it for so long, they can't take being second to none. So like when I came on and people was feeling my stuff, I guess he felt a certain kind of way. And then, you know, we just had a fallout. Long story short, we had a fallout. And I went and started my own group. And we was actually called the Shooting Stars. You know what I'm saying? So everybody went, you know, some people went to jail, some people, you know, on the run or whatever. So I really couldn't go forward with that group. So I had a fallout for a long time. Like I wasn't making no music. I wasn't spinning. I was just, you know, just trapping and you know, just making my bread, chasing that bag. And I actually like got put back into it through my cousin that's on your album. And he came through my house with his little studio, and he was like, man, I need you on a song. I need you on a song. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I ended up doing it for him on the strength of, you know, just on some love shit. And we actually did the song in about like maybe 2 hours. And then he was like, fuck it, let's do a little home video, made video. So I was like, all right. So he ended up like doing it off his cell phone. And you know, and we ended up doing a little mini video. And everybody was feeling that shit. They was like feeling the lyrics, and they was like, damn, like woody woo whoop, like, man. So a lot of people was tapping in, and I was like, damn, maybe I could really do this. So I ended up going to buy my own studio, and I started laying shit down. And my girl actually has like friends in the industry that, you know, fuck with people from Cookies and Lemonade, and because they're models, you feel me? So they tapped in with a lot of people. So who other than to get their opinion on if I could really make it in it?
The people who are in it.
That's already in it, kind of around it all the time.
Right.
So she listened to my shit, and on my son Heartbeat, If I Lie, He Died, bro. This chick was like, I got the chills. She was like, I got the chills from hearing like your voice and the griminess and the realness of it, and like how you like told a story, because that's my style of rap. I don't bounce from one thing and the other and do, that's not my style. My style is a story and a message behind it.
Right.
So I pretty much told I'm a storyteller. And the thing about it is I consider myself a reality rapper. And I'm only gonna rap about things that I've seen or I've been through. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why the streets really fuck with my shit, because they know I'm not lying. And they know this shit happens every day in the hood, and just the you know, just in all kinds of situations, it's people can relate to it.
Right.
So that's why people fuck with my shit, because they're like, that shit really happens, and I know what the fuck he's talking about.
People,
you know what I'm saying?
Man. When they listen to shit, man, they know that if they talking about some weak shit, or if they really been in it. That's why, like with me, man, like with this album, you know, with rapping, you know, I rap on this album, but I didn't really come off like trying to be somebody that I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know me, bro.
Yeah. So the truth is always gonna win. As long as you tell the truth and it's real, people gonna feel it. You feel me? Like the audience, the listeners, they're like the #1 people that's gonna make your shit hot.
Yeah.
Like you could be doper than the main rapper out right now, and people ain't gonna make you that because this other person talking about real heartfelt shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. Like at the end of the day, it's gonna be the listeners who makes the rapper hot. You know what I'm saying? And then what other than just to tell the truth and be you? Because the audience, they're gonna catch on to that fake shit. And
pull your card. They are gonna pull your card.
Yeah, they're gonna pull your card, man. And it's happened a lot of times in the music industry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, always be real to yourself and always tell the truth. You can't go wrong, man. It's always gonna come back 100%. People that really live that shit, they gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? And there's more poor people than rich people. You know, we the minorities, we're in the ghettos of America, so they gonna know for sure if you're telling the truth or not.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I say be real with
and
yourself.
Now, you know, now you got social media where they can tap in on your social media and really like check to see what the fuck you really do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, man. So you got your album coming out.
Yeah, it's kind of on it's kind of on ice right now because I'm looking for an engineer. I got somebody in mind that you actually
Shout out to my boy Chaz. He actually
shout out Chaz, man, for making that album pop, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
what's the album? What's the name of the album?
At first, I'm not gonna lie, it was gonna be Interview with the Reaper, and then now it's up in the air. Like I don't know if I'm gonna call it Interview with the Reaper anymore, or if I'm gonna call it View from the Six.
Okay, I like that.
They're both hot names. You feel me? Because like View from the Six, I'm gonna give you a view of my hood, of my strip. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, my area. You know what I'm saying? And the Interview with the Reaper, why I came up with that was all of us face death every day. With the things that we into, or just a normal civilian, we face death every day. That's so right. It's kind of like you're playing with death every day because you don't know what can happen. So that's why I was like, everybody can relate to that Interview with the Reaper, because we interviewing with him every day until we get the job.
Yeah, that is true.
So that's why I wanted to name it that. So I don't know, it's still up in the air, bro, because the intro, it's hard as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit is hard as fuck, bro. So the intro, I was either thinking of calling it Interview with the Reaper, or just naming the album and then calling the album View from the Six, or just fuck around and just call it, you know, Interview with the Reaper. You know, that's just the interview with the Reaper. So
you got to go with what you feel in your gut. You feel me? Like that's how I was like with mine. Like it was like and that, you know, me and you, I would call you. Like, man, what should I do with this? What should I do with that? That's why you're a big influence on my album. A lot of people don't know this, but 600 really I should have actually put you as the executive producer on the album.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like you actually really like anything that I did, I would always hit you up. What you think about that? What you think about this? You know, this and that.
I'll keep it real. I keep it 1,000 every time.
Yeah, and you always got to go with your gut, man. And that's what I did with this album. I went with my gut, and that's just how I felt, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people is gonna feel this album because I'm not just saying that because we brothers and shit, and we family and shit like that. I'm saying like if I'd have heard this shit, like if somebody dropped this on my lap and was like, "Hey man, check this shit out." I'm not that asshole that's going listen to it and not like it and then skip the song. You know, and after the third song, I'm gonna throw the motherfucker out the window. You feel me? So it ain't even like that. Like I'm the type of person, like I'm a realist. Like I'm gonna check your shit out and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion from the first to the last track. And the messages you sent and how real it was if I could relate to it. So I'm gonna tell you 100%, like 1,000. I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
Yeah, let's
do it. Anybody, because that's how I am, bro. Like I give respect to get it back. You feel me? So it's like I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna keep it 1,000 every time. That's all you're gonna get when you meet me. You feel me? So
and that's how it should be all the time.
Exactly. But some people not like that. But you feel me? It's like, you know, it's up to them. You feel me? I can't tell anybody how to be. But anyway, so the album I thought was like hot as fuck. I'm not even gonna front. Like to keep it real with you, this how hot it is. Ever since it's been out, that's my to go when I go to the gym. That's my to go to on my son's heartbeat. If I lie, he died.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that for real.
Yeah, so I play that shit and it amps me up, man. It's got messages behind it. It's got lyrics, man. It got like everything that an artist is supposed to be, and that's why I salute you, brother. I always told you, like, you got the up hand on a lot of people because you could do both. You could do rapping and singing.
Yeah,
it got bars behind it. So that's why I'm gonna give credit when it's due. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, that means a lot to me, bro. Especially coming from you, man.
Sure, bro. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you, bro. That's all you're gonna get from me. But like from the first to the last track, it's so versatile that a lot of people's gonna feel everything, man. A little bit of everything. Like my favorite songs when I'm working out is Greatness.
My mama tell me.
Yeah, Greatness. The Rebirth. I'm a Menace. And then the one that I really replay, bro. I'm not even going front, bro. And I don't know if it's because of me, but I play Family on repeat.
Oh hell yeah!
I got that shit on loop, man. So
when this shit don't stop, acting like kids in the candy shop.
Yeah,
we supposed to be family.
Yeah. So it was a crazy because like AJAY, he sent me the song like he always does to get my opinion. And I listened to the track and I was like, this nigga spitting. I was like, bruh, like you would spit some real shit that motherfuckers go through, you know, anywhere in America, man.
I appreciate that.
And
that means a lot,
the one part that
came out hard on that shit too.
Yeah, and the one part that stuck with me that I felt that shit was when you was like stuck in a room with a dude named Satan.
Oh, when I was like, let's keep it funky though. Black for the family, and they labeled me the junkie though, because I played with my nose on occasions, locked in the room with a dude named Satan.
Nigga, I felt that shit. I still feel that shit while you saying it right now. So
hell yeah.
As soon as I heard that bar, I was like, this nigga killed it. I said, this nigga spitting some real shit. And so I actually kind of like invited myself on the track, if you don't remember.
No, so I thought but you came out hard on that shit though.
Yeah, so I thought you was gonna do the whole thing, but I like the beat and I love your message on that motherfucker, man. How you spitting, and I was like, bruh, I hear myself on that motherfucker. And I remember that it didn't even take you a split second, bro. You was like, nigga, jump on it.
Let's get it.
You was like, let's get it, jump on it, bro. Like, and you sent me the beat that night, and I had it to you the next day. It only took me maybe 30 minutes to write it. I didn't even write it. I freestyle my shit. So it took me 30 minutes. I laid it down. I made my little fixes on it with like the voice changes and shit. And
now you
it
can't
was
on that one.
it was a history after that, bro. Yeah, we made magic, man. It's like if you don't believe in magic, that's the definition of real magic right there.
That's real talk. That's real talk, man.
And we should get on the kind of what the song's about, because I think people have a mixed feeling when they see that word family. So I think like explain like what was the message and what was the reason why we laid that track down.
Right. So we're gonna take a quick little break, and we are gonna get back to that, and we're gonna talk about the family record. We're gonna get back to that. We're gonna take a quick little break, and then we'll be right back. Thank you guys for tuning back in. We took a little break. You guys are tuning into Off the Hook with AJ. I got my boy, my bro, 600. So we left off talking about the family record that me and you got, and you were saying like, basically like what inspired me with that record. To be real with you, man, like, I mean, it's self-explanatory with the whole family thing, you know, and like what I say on my verses, you know, because I do get a little, you know, I say some real shit on there. And
so basically, like that's what I was asking, like people need to understand what the meaning of the song is, because a lot of people see the title and be like, oh, it's a family song, like, you know, they're gonna be talking about their family or whatever like that, but it's the total opposite.
So it is. So when I say family over everything, I'm saying that sarcastically. Like, is it family over everything? Like straight up. So look, the hook goes like this. It goes, when this shit gonna stop acting like kids in the candy shop. We supposed to be family. We supposed to have each other's back like a white tee. Family of everything. Blood don't make you family. That just make you related. And the verse kicks off.
Big facts.
Hell nah, I ain't perfect. I'm far from it. Got family that ain't never ever coming running. Even if I'm down and out, I got a brother I ain't talked to in years. We was wilding out. Wow. But it's cool though. I'ma keep it true though. Push that beef to the side like I do in new though. Family ain't shit when it comes to politics, lying up and down like they never sold bricks.
Hey, listen funky.
Black sheep family, and they labeled me the junkie though, because I played with my nose on occasions, locked in the room with a dude named Satan.
Yeah.
You know, so that's basically what it is, you know. Yeah. What was your inspiration behind your verse? The mob.
My inspiration was just like what I'm going through with my family, money issues.
Right.
Money broke a lot of my family up. So I told you, like, we had these conversations about like how my life is and shit like that. Yeah, right. my upbringing and shit. Yep. And I think that's why you said I was perfect for the track, because I grew up to like kind of being the black sheep of the family. You know, my family had their favorites and everything. Favoritism played a big part on my upbringing with my family. Fun fact is I'm actually half Spanish too. So it's weird because like if you don't know anything about Spanish people, they're kind of like the white people of like Latins.
They're Euros,
like white, you know, they're like more, you know, of the white culture.
Technically, Spaniards aren't really considered Latins. They're Euros.
Yeah. So my family, like in my household, Spanish wasn't allowed to be spoken. So I wasn't culturalized like that. But yeah, so I went to a lot of my family functions and stuff like that on my Mexican side of the family, you know, with the rooster fights and, you know, the big cookouts with, you know, the carpenters and all that shit. And I was kind of like looked over because I didn't speak Spanish. I wasn't brought up in that culture. You feel me? So I was kind of like pushed to the side, you feel me? Like on the back burner growing up. So that had a lot to do with like what influenced me to write the song is that I have friends that was there more for me than in my own family.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of it, like the song is saying that how I kicked off the song, the mob over everything. I know you hate it. You know, feel me? Because how you expect me to feel if I didn't have y'all there for me and my people on the street took me in and helped me get on my feet more than my own blood. So that's why I kicked it off, the mob over everything. I know you hate it, but I don't give a fuck if you hate it, because you think I'm gonna talk about good about y'all if y'all put me on the back burner and had y'all favorites and just treated me like I wasn't shit.
That's
so
fact.
Yeah, so that's why you could be mad if you want to hear it, but the truth is the truth. Y'all did it.
That's
y'all
real.
be mad at y'all.
That's why when I did this record, like, you know, there's a few people that were kind of like, oh, I don't know, you know, like family members.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day,
it's gonna be a 50-50. It's gonna be a 50-50 thing, because, like, you know, some people ain't gonna feel the song because they have family there for them. They grew up family orientated and, you know, getting love their whole life. So
and that's good.
A lot of people ain't gonna feel that, but then the people that do, I think, are gonna be in the ghettos of America.
Because I remember you telling me, like, AJ, like, do you really want this to cut? Like, do you really want to put this out? Like, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why with this album, I was kind of like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm putting it out.
Yeah.
You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. And that's that's my shit on this album. Because I've always said, I told you, this album isn't for everybody.
Yeah, nah, it ain't.
It ain't.
It ain't. But I think
it's my truth. It's my truth, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what the beauty of music is that that's what the listeners also have to respect too, is that I understand that the fans are what makes the music hot because of what they like. But at the same time, when you get tired of all the same old, your club music, the music you go to the gym with to get you amped up, or go to work in the morning, you should take them long trips, man, to hear some real heartfelt shit. You feel me? Like, and that's what I get from this album. It's a lot of real heartfelt stuff that you've been through, and it's kind of you're expressing on it. And that's why you feel like you don't care what anybody thinks, is because of what you've been through, is what you went through.
So, fun fact, everybody out there that has listened to the album and those who I haven't, I got a song on there called Nobody Knows. It's the last song on the album. And I remember 600 was actually the first person I actually sent it to. Because I'm talking about on the song some real shit. Nobody knows I was coked up. Nobody knows I was fucked up. Nobody knows I came close to death. Nobody knows.
That's actually my second favorite track on the album.
So when I sent it to you, what was the thing that you told me? Yo, Jay, I don't know about that one. Like, it's cool, but it's like you speaking too much.
Yeah, it's like personal. It's too personal.
But I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why this album, everybody out there that's tuning in, man, the Rebirth, AJAY, the Rebirth is available on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. Cop it. It's a good listen. And I appreciate you, man, for being a part of it, for real.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on there, man. You feel me? Like, this is the album, like I was back to the lecture at hand, what I was saying, this is the album that kind of like when you take them long road trips and you want to listen to something new, this is that perfect album that's going to have you a favorite new artist. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, some of the top artists, this is the thing, like, some of the top artists of these fans' favorites, they actually venture out and listen to like country and different music. And I've actually heard them say that inspired them to write music. So, you know, that's why it comes back to me saying that the fans make the music hot, but then at the same time, look who your favorite artist was inspired by.
For real.
Country shit. You feel me? One of the best artists in the world today.
There's always inspiration behind the artist.
Yeah. So, like, that's the thing, though, too. It's like some of the greatest artists grew up on country. Like, one of the greatest artists till this day, Kanye West, he actually said that country music influenced a lot of his music.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, if you're tapped in the hip hop industry and, you know, and listening to different people, that movie Notorious of Biggie Smalls. His mom actually was a country listener, and I think that played a big part in his storytelling too, and how Big knew how to put things together was because he grew up to hearing those records being played in his house and hearing that.
Yeah, no, that's
You
real.
feel me?
Tupac,
Knowing how to put stories together.
Tupac on record, he said that one of his favorite genres was country.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is both them brothers, man, rest in peace. They actually died at a young. They were great and legends at a very young age. Nobody has ever been that young and was so like life changing than them two brothers, man.
That's real.
And, yeah, what Tupac died at 24, right?
25.
Yeah, well, 25. And same with Big, bruh. Tell me an artist of today that is that young and that blew up that was that like a household name. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your Lil Durks and all that stuff that's blowing up.
I think the only other artist I can really say that was at that level, I would have probably had to say Nipsey Hussle.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
And I felt like he was robbed.
Too.
I felt like he was robbed from us, you know, really like early.
Yeah, man. He was an inspiring artist, man. He touched a lot of people, man. He was took too soon. Yeah. I think he had a lot of great things to show us and put us up on game, because like being from like the urban neighborhoods, the ghettos, and you know, us coming up, we don't have that inspiration and those idols anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think like him being a hood idol, it was putting people in a direction of learning something that they could understand. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Like learning how to like buy businesses, Black-owned businesses, and open their own spots. And Nipsey opened the whole block, and he showed the Black community it could be done.
Yeah.
Not only the Black community, he was very inspiration to like all the people coming up out the ghetto. Yeah. You know, that it could be done, man, and giving people hope.
That's facts.
You know?
Facts.
Yeah.
So hey, rest in peace to Nip, man. Rest in peace to Pac, rest in peace to Biggie.
For sure.
So last segment right here, man. Let's talk about what you got going on with your podcast, man. I see your background over there, man. You're making my shit look like shit.
Nah, man. It's just like it's vision, man.
You got your thing going over there, bro.
Yeah,
so hey, let the people know, man, what you got coming up.
So I did a first episode on YouTube. You can check me out. What's the name on there? You could just go to my Instagram, King_VIO_600.
Vio's World.
Yeah, Vio's World. So pretty much I got my first episode out, and I'm just trying to like do something different, like, cause I know if you follow me on Instagram, or you should follow me, I do a lot of exotic snacks. I get a lot of exotic snacks. You know, I don't set the bar. I follow a couple of exotic shops. They tell me what's hot. I get it. And at first it was just like, when I would find it, I buy it, I eat it, and I do my own little review to myself and let my like girl know, like, damn, this was trash, or it was good. Right. So the same thing with weed. I talk with my homies and shit. Like, I'll buy, like, they get on my helmet because like they say, oh, you always getting that like designer weed, you always going to lemonade, woody woo woo. So it's like a lot of people don't have money to afford that stuff. So I would go smoke with my homies. You feel me? I break bread with my homies. You feel me? So we would smoke it, and we be talking to each other about it, like what it tastes like, what it smell like, if it was good or not, would you go back and buy it and all that. And so I understand a lot of people can't afford like that top quality, you know, top shelf exotic shit. So what my idea was to do strains on the shit that people can't afford. So if they were thinking about like spending that top dollar, that would be the strain to fuck with. So I'm kind of like the spokesperson on like the best shit, and letting you know if it's worth getting or not, spending that $76 on an eighth.
So you're basically the outlet for people to really like know, hey, hold on, let me tap into V, you know, to 600.
Yeah. And let me
You
see if
know,
this shit good and
let's see
worth
if
my
it's good or
money.
not, if it's even worth
Yeah.
really copping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's my whole idea. So
I appreciate
I
that.
said, man, you know what? A lot of people do that, but I want to be different. So, like, as I said on Instagram, I get all the exotic snacks. Like I said, I don't set the bar. I just get what I see on Instagram on exotic pages. And if I see it at a store, I get it. So I get it. And then like these places, these exotic shops are selling it for like 4 times of what it's worth, 5 times what it's worth of shit. So when I find it, I'm helping people out actually like, hey, bro, they got it here. Go check your local Walmart or Target or Safeway or whatever. They got it. Yeah. You feel me? Instead of going on that website and spending 4 or 5 times the money, when you could just go in the store yourself in your local supermarket or whatever and get it yourself. So that was my whole idea, was to help people out. You feel me? It wasn't just to review some shit to let y'all know, like flex on people and shit like that and be like, oh yeah, I'm smoking the best. Like, what y'all smoking dirt and all that shit. Nah, it was actually just a show, you know, is this shit worth it? And then the exotic snacks, if it, you know, instead of you spending that extra money, you could go to your local store, they got it.
There you guys have it. There you guys have it, man. Yeah, go follow my boy 600. Where can they follow you at?
On my Instagram, they can follow me at king_VIOO_600 for my Instagram. And then I got my not my IG, but my YouTube channel. Shit, I don't even know the just go on my link in bio in my IG. And
if I'm not mistaken, it's VIOO's World.
Yeah, View's World. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it the View World of Exotics or if I'm gonna change it to On Air with View. I don't know yet. So, you know, just follow my page, subscribe to my page, like, comment. You know what I'm saying? Run them numbers up, man. Share that shit, man, and man, let's get it in.
Let's get it in. You guys can follow me at AJAY_official page _. You guys can follow us Off the Hook at Off the Hook with AJ. Now, last thing before we leave, man, I always like to do this little segment called Let's Get Personal. Are you ready to get personal, 600? Let's get personal.
All right.
All right. Rapid questions. Favorite food?
My favorite food? Damn, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot, man. But right now, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Peruvian food right now.
Favorite color?
Purple.
Favorite athlete?
Yeah, well, in what sport?
Doesn't matter. Favorite athlete?
All of them? Shit, Mike Tyson.
Your first car?
My first car was a 86 Continental big boat.
What's your dream car?
My dream car is probably, damn, it's a tie, bro. I don't know if I wanna go with, well, my first dream car before I started thinking about the next one was the Hellcat Durango.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, that motherfucker smoking at Lambo, bro. So and then the new one that I'm liking right now is the Jeep Tracker.
Oh, those are dope. Those are dope.
Yeah, that's my shit.
So what's your favorite place that you've traveled?
My favorite place that I traveled, I gotta say, man, bro, it's a tie, but I'm gonna say Miami.
Okay. What's the place that you want to travel to?
There's a couple. I want to travel to Greece, Spain, Saint-Tropez. Shit, man, man, pretty much Europe.
What's your all-time favorite movie?
Bronx Tale.
That one's dope. What's your favorite music genre?
As in what style of music?
Yeah, like what's your go-to?
Old school. Old school. I like listening to like the Isley Brothers. I like listening to Gap Band.
Nice.
all the old stuff, man. Like Isaac Hayes, man. Fucking Marvin Gaye, Al Green, motherfucking shit, man. There's so much to fucking name, bro. Like, yeah, the old school shit is the dopest shit.
Okay, so last but not least, the last question. What do you like to do on your days off, man? You shut off the social media, everything. It's just you. What is it that you like to do to get in your comfort zone and to be like, all right, cool, man, this is life?
Shit, my kids, man. My
kids,
man. Being with my son, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. There you guys have it. Thank you guys for tuning in to Off the Hook with AJAY. Cheers, man. Hey, cheers, brother. Cheers, cheers.
Yeah.
There you guys have it, man. Off the Hook with AJAY. And tune in and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you, brother. I got nothing but love and respect for you, for real.
For sure. Same as well.
All right, man. Let's get it.
Yeah.